Nietzsche's logical errors and logical fallacies. Friedrich Nietzsche is a seminal figure in the history of philosophy, but like any thinker, he is not above critique. This appendix aims to identify some logical errors and fallacies present in Nietzsche's arguments against Christianity. While this does not invalidate his entire body of work, these points are significant for anyone wishing to critically engage with Nietzsche's critique of the Christian faith. Strawman fallacy. One of the most apparent logical fallacies in Nietzsche's critique of Christianity is the strawman fallacy. Nietzsche often constructs an easily refutable version of Christian belief or practice and then proceeds to dismantle it, ignoring more nuanced or sophisticated versions of the faith. For instance, his characterization of Christian ethics as solely slave morality fails to account for the broad spectrum of ethical teachings within Christian thought. Hasty generalization. Nietzsche's readings of Christian texts and traditions often involve hasty generalizations. He tends to take specific examples such as ascetic practices or instances of religious hypocrisy and extrapolates them as if they were universally applicable to all of Christianity. Post hoc fallacy. In claiming that the decline of religious belief in modern Europe was solely due to Christianity's life-denying aspects, Nietzsche commits a post hoc fallacy. While the decline of religious authority is a complex issue with multiple contributing factors, Nietzsche simplifies it to fit his critique. False dilemma. Nietzsche's depiction of master-slave morality creates a false dilemma by suggesting that one must either embrace master morality focused on power and domination or slave morality focused on meekness and humility. This ignores the possibility of a more nuanced ethical framework that incorporates elements of both. Appeal to ridicule. Nietzsche often resorts to mockery or ridicule rather than logical argumentation when critiquing Christian beliefs. While this may be rhetorically effective, it does not constitute a valid logical critique. Circular reasoning. In some instances, Nietzsche's arguments against Christianity seem to presuppose what they aim to prove. For example, his notion that Christianity is life-denying often assumes this quality about the religion without providing sufficient evidence, thereby engaging in circular reasoning. Cherry-picking data, selective abstraction. Nietzsche tends to focus on specific events, figures, or teachings within Christianity that support his critique, ignoring those that might offer a more balanced or favorable view of the religion. This selective abstraction undermines the fairness and comprehensiveness of his critique. Genetic fallacy. Nietzsche often critiques the origins of Christian beliefs, such as tracing Christian morality back to resentment, ressentiment, against the Romans. Even if this were accurate, it doesn't necessarily invalidate the beliefs themselves, committing the genetic fallacy. Ad hominem attacks. While Nietzsche does engage with Christian ideas, he also often resorts to ad hominem attacks, critiquing the character of religious adherents rather than the validity of their beliefs. This sidesteps the need for logical argumentation and does not provide a substantive critique. Conclusion. Although Nietzsche provides a provocative and challenging critique of Christianity, his arguments are not without their logical flaws. Recognizing these errors can help us engage more critically with his work and develop a more nuanced understanding of both Nietzschean and Christian thought.